Hey, there's somebody that wants to come out here and say a few words to you. He's one of the biggest motherfuckers I know. Hey, Mr. Sixx, you want to come out here, motherfucker?
Let's see, what are we going to talk about tonight? Sometimes it's bad. Well, first thing is I really can't fucking hear you. Let's start right there. I need to see you. Here we go. There we fucking go. Hello. Look at that, all the way to the back. I want to tell you guys, just for a second, before we get snarky, I am really, really fucking grateful to be standing before you with Mick Mars, Tommy Lee, and Vince Neil. I'm also grateful that we're still alive, you know? That's some big ass titties right there. Okay, so this is what I think we should talk about. First of all, can we all just sit down for a second? Just take a moment. Everybody, I'll sit down with you for those stubborn guys. Sit down. I can outweigh you. There we go. Okay. Now, this is what I was thinking about talking about, is I know there's some virgins out there, definitely some Mötley Crüe virgins. And there's some Mötley Crüe diehards that have been there since the beginning. But I thought I would just take a second, just take 1 second and kind of break down why this moment is actually happening. You see, I wouldn't be standing here, you wouldn't be sitting there, none of this would be happening if what I'm going to tell you, if anything in the chain of events didn't happen. So this actual moment is because what I'm going to tell you. It was 1980, it was Hollywood, California. I was in a band, I was frustrated, and I thought, God, there's got to be someone else out there. There's got to be 3 more guys out there that are as fucked up as I am. I went to a club on Santa Monica Boulevard, and I saw this little fucking skinny motherfucking 17-year-old drummer, and he was just kicking the fucking shit out of the drums, right? And I thought to myself, now, that's a fucking drummer. And I went backstage, and he was sitting on the floor with 2 beers and 2 girls, and I was like, oh, this cocky motherfucker, how am I gonna deal with this shit? And just to make things even, I'm gonna tell you what he was wearing. He was wearing fucking girls' leopard skin spandex pants. That's Tommy Lee right there. And he still wears shit like that, he's fucked up. So, at that moment, it was 1981, I thought, well, fucking, do you want to start a band? And Tommy goes, yes. We want to start a band that's like all the bands that we love. Punk rock and heavy metal and 70s glam rock. And the shit in Los Angeles was fucking pathetic. It was music like the Knack and the Plimsolls. And all these bands were trying to kiss record companies' asses. And me and Tommy were like, fuck the record companies. We just want to sell out the Whiskey A Go-Go. So there's a magazine that had ads for musicians, and we kept looking and looking because we thought, if we could just get a guitar player that shredded a motherfucker like me and Tommy, we're just missing one thing. And it said, I swear to God, loud, rude, aggressive motherfucker. Call me if you're serious, Mick Mars. You remember that, Mick? Yeah? So, now you've got me and Tommy and Mick, and we're practicing at this place that I lived. I was living off a girl, and I'd be honest with you, I can't remember her name. That seems to be the way it goes in Mötley Crüe. And we were playing Live Wire and On With The Show and Starry Eyes, songs that we had not recorded yet, and we were sounding really good, and we couldn't find a lead singer because all the lead singers out there were like all the bands that were out there, so we were kind of in a fucking predicament. And Tommy goes, I know this fucking guy, but he's in another band. And we went back to the Starwood. You remember this, guys? We went back to the Starwood, and we were leaning up against the wall like this, three badass motherfuckers. And this singer comes out on stage. He's got white leather chaps on, a white leather jacket, and I swear to God, I've never seen nothing like it, but girls were literally taking their pussies out and throwing them at him. And Mick says, that's our lead singer. We told him to come to band rehearsal. He did, and I handed him the lyrics to Livewire, and I swear to God, Mick Mars broke into that motherfucking riff. Tommy started pounding those fucking drums. I lit this fucking bass up, and Vince dug into that shit. That day was January 17, 1981, and Mötley Crüe was fucking born, motherfucker. And that's why we're out here, and we're gonna fucking live on from the cradle to the fucking grave, right? Let's do this. Let's make some fucking noise. Are you ready?